The United States pulls out of the Paris Climate Agreement, headline.
Yay.
That's right. Yay is right. That's what I said.
First of all,
I was hoping
the Paris Climate Accord was a scam, and it was designed to make these globalist politicians look good when they did nothing. The standards, the carbon emission standards that are part of the accord are all voluntary. And they don't hold any countries to anything. So it's a non-accord. But in order to get them to sign an accord which doesn't hold them to anything, the United States is supposed to give them $100 billion
exactly
in bribes.
That's right.
That's the Paris Accord.
That's it.
Good for Trump.
Yeah.
And I say something about the global warming hoax.
Yeah.
Global warming. It's a dream for the left. It's apocalyptic. So when you have, it's the end of the world if you don't follow their orders. It's made for them to institute government controls over everything. They wanted to regulate, your light switches, how much you can keep your lights on. They want to put meters in your cars, how far you can drive. It's a perfect totalitarian dream, this mythological global warming thing.
Yes.
In this book, The Big Agenda, there's one chapter on the environment.
Yes.
And the subtitle is A Pretext for Government Control. And so you talk about it in this book.
It's also made for order for the left. I mean, the rocks and the trees can't speak up for themselves. So they're perfect human shields for the left.
Yeah.
And the same thing is with minorities are going to revolt. Sooner or later, they're going to say, enough is enough. You guys run these inner cities. You've destroyed generations of our children. We're not going to take it anymore. But the environment can't do that. So it's just ready-made for the left to exploit. But again, I would venture to say 80 or 90% of Americans don't think that so-called climate change, climate's always changing, is a threat or a serious one.
No. Yeah, it goes back. It
certainly
goes back
not tantamount to the threat from North Korea with their ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
We need an anti-ballistic missile system.
That's it.
That's what we should spend the money on.
That's right. That's excellent. Yeah.
Where's North Korea getting all the missiles? And every other day, they come up with new missiles that they're testing.
Yeah.
I'm sure that China is helping them, Iran. Remember the axis of evil? Bush was right. There is an axis of evil, only it's much bigger now because of the Democrats.
What do you think of the wall?
Yay.
Of course. Yes.
Do you think Trump will build a wall?
Yeah, it's not going to be like the Great Wall of China, because there are parts of Texas that they keep pointing out there where it's not feasible to build an actual wall. But there's barriers. I mean, the wall in Israel to keep the terrorists out, it's cut terrorist attacks inside Israel against civilians to practically zero from when it was thousands.
That's right.
It's mainly a fence.
Yeah.
There are ways to build barriers, but you can't do it unless you're committed and dedicated to building that wall or that fence or that security barrier. And look, Trump, just by coming out as a leader and saying this, he's cut illegal crossings of the border by 70%.
Yes, it's amazing.
Look, all of us would have said, if somebody said in August that you can cut illegal crossings 70% within a month or two, we'd think they're crazy.
That's
It would
right.
be a miracle. So he's produced a miracle just by being a leader.
Right. I heard a report the other day just saying exactly that, and how, the 70% in just a few short months, within literally almost a month.
And it's just by scaring them. It's the same thing. They have this thing with food stamps that people are you know, the number of people on food stamps has gone down because they're making a requirement.
Right.
We discussed that earlier. But that's called leadership.
Yeah.
That is.
You know,
able-bodied people working.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And it's good for the people that have to work.
It is good for the people that have to work. And the Bible says that, you know what, you don't eat if you don't work.
Yes.
That's right.